Hello students, today we will be going over 9.4, using histograms to interpret data. Our objective, I can create dot plots and histograms. What is a histogram? A graphical display of data using bars of different heights. The data is grouped into ranges and the height of each bar shows how many elements fall into each range. So we're going to create the histograms and compare. Mr. Rubrecht teaches two Math A honors classes, 3rd and 7th periods. This is kind of the same as me, but mine is SM1 honors in 3rd and 7th period. The data shows the number of assignment points missed during the term for each student in both classes. Now we need to figure out if that's a population data or a sample data. Okay, so we see all the list of numbers there for 3rd period and 7th period. And since it's all the students in both classes, it is going to be a population data. So go ahead and mark that on your paper, and then we'll get right to the data after that. Okay? Okay, here we go with 3rd period and 7th period. Hopefully you can see that okay. You can back it up just a little bit here. And I think that includes everything at the bottom. So 3rd period data. Okay, we're going to sort that 0 to 4. How many of these are between 0 and 4 missed points? It says, the data shows the number of assignment points missed during the term for each of the student in both classes. So here we have 2 students that missed a 3 and a 4. See how it's divided into 0 to 4? And so we're going to go ahead and say 0 to 4. We have 2 people. So I'm going to mark that, 2 people. Okay. And from 5 to 9, how many are in the 5 to 9 range? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to color that up to 4. And so 4, I guess, would be right there. So I color that. I'm coloring 5 squares because 0 is counting it as a square, and I probably shouldn't, but I'm just going to leave it as it is now. Did they have 0 as a square? They did. So I'm going to go ahead and color up to 4. Okay. Actually, it still looks like 5. So that's to 2. I guess think of it as above there. It's kind of weird the way I did the numbering there. I apologize. Okay, and I really should have done the numbering right on the line, which I didn't do. Okay, how many are 10 to 14? Okay. So we're going to count that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 of them. So I'm going to color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 because one of them was 0. And I color that in. Okay, the next one, 15 to 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's 11 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's what that graph looks like. Probably should have kept it the same color red, but oh well. Okay, the next one, graph 2 is 7th period data right here. And we're going to keep the same numbers with 0, 1, 2, and I'm going to put it right on the line this time. Okay, so 0 to 4, there's none. 0 to 4, 5 to 9, there's none there. 10 to 14, none there. 15 to 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 of them went 15 to 19. So it's going to go all the way up to 14 right there. Then 20 to 24, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Okay. Next, 25 to 29, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then 1 gets 30 to 34. Okay, so that's how you do the histogram. Now we want to describe the distribution. So here's this, and I don't know that I can fit both on there. So is this skewed right, skewed left, or is it symmetrical? Okay, most of the data is on the left side, or most of the data is kind of right here, so it's going to be skewed left. So right in there, skewed left. Okay. And over here, the more data is right here on the left side, so it's skewed right. So it goes, think about how the curve of the graph is going. See how this one goes like this? So it's skewed left because more data is on the right. And for this one, it's going to be skewed right like that because most of the data is on the left. Okay. Okay. So then, if something is skewed left, then we can say that this, think of it left, less than. The mean is less than the median. Okay, right, the mean is greater than the median. And when you compare the two graphs again, the standard deviation, which one has more numbers spread out? Okay. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4 different ones, but this one's higher and more compact. This one only has 1. This one spread out a little bit more. So the standard deviation is going to be right there. Actually, this data on graph 1 is spread out a little bit more than this data. Although this one goes from 15 to 30, this goes from 3 to 19. So from 3 to 19 is quite a bit spread out than 15 to 30. So that's 15 points. This one's 16. So they're kind of close to being equal. So I'm going to go ahead and put, but yet this one is quite a bit higher than this one. So I'm just going to put that they're approximately equal. Okay. All right. Next part. What are inferences? Is for me, I could think, well, which ones has the better grades if you look at them? Okay, these ones missed points on the assignment. So third period's looking like they're getting a lot better grades than maybe seventh period. So maybe it's better to take math during the day or earlier in the day. Maybe the end of the day, the kids are tired of learning and don't want to. I don't know. And another thing would be, are there some students online that might affect the data? So you can write any of those for the inferences, say, is math better? Or if it's an inference, you can say math is better to take earlier in the day. According to the data, that's kind of true. Okay, predictions. Maybe third period students will do better on tests. Questions? Again, the question would be, are there some students in honors that maybe shouldn't be? You know, if you look here and they're missed points on so many assignments, like 30 to 34, 25, 15 to 19, a lot of points on the assignments. And these students are, doing much better here. I would say maybe why are some students in honors when they shouldn't be? Or you could say, another question, were some students sick? Did they have COVID during the time of the missed assignments? There's lots of different things to consider. So as long as you write something in each of those spots, that's great. Okay. All right. You can go ahead and finish the next page. There's only 2 problems. You can do this, students. You rock.